United. You was in the United Empire with me. You lived in my house for a year and didn't pay me any rent. But what's documented is you are the one guy that has stopped a match with a doctor stoppage. That doesn't sit right with me because I was at 50% when I wrestled you last. Now, baby, I'm 100%. And there is nothing, and I mean nothing, stopping me from going to Wembley Stadium, bruv. It's time. Yeah. See you out there. Hey. Good luck tonight. Hey, love. My entrance is this way, guys.
PAC and Will Ospreay have never seen eye to eye. It'll be interesting to see how Ospreay is able to work alongside the Death Riders. Jon Moxley and the Bastard PAC coming up in this trios match, kicking off our third hour of action live here on TBS and HBO Max.
I think so far so good between the Death Riders and Will Ospreay. We heard back on Dynamite the conversation with Ospreay and Kenny Omega. Ospreay full on believing what Jon Moxley is preaching. What a dynamic performer. And a man who still is in that Owen Hart tournament, Owen Hart Foundation tournament, Excalibur, all the way in the semifinals.
Right, Ospreay, we matched up against Dunkzilla Mark Davis. A lot of history between those two men. Our most recent battle ended in a victory for Davis when the referee ruled Ospreay was medically unable to continue.
Joining him, he is a Bastard PAC and the AEW Continental Champion, Jon Moxley.
Taz, this past Sunday at Double or Nothing, we saw Will Ospreay defeat Samoa Joe to advance to the semifinals of the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament, but we also saw Jon Moxley retain his AEW Continental Championship against the conglomeration's Kyle O'Reilly, a man who historically has had Jon Moxley's number.
Well, the Death Riders are on a high wave, man. It's tough to topple them. I'll be honest, I mean, Ospreay aligning with the proper faction, in my opinion. These guys are, you can't knock the Death Riders. I'm not a big fan of them personally, but you know what? They just win, and they've been super successful, and they get tons of opportunities, so hey.
Taz, I mean, God bless them. To that point, not a lot of people, I mean, Death Riders over the last few years have not made a lot of friends. And Tony, you alluded to that conversation between Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. Kenny Omega said it plain as day. You don't know what you're dealing with the Death Riders, Will.
No. I mean, they've turned their back on many people, including Bryan Danielson. They turned their back on him as well.
Yeah, but I understand what Kenny said on Dynamite, you know, to Ospreay. I get it. But you know, the thing is, man,